Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. We are in Hudson, New York at the Hudson Valley Old Time Powering Association auction. This is a preview day. Today is Thursday and it is high noon. The auction starts Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Obviously more stuff needs to show up. This place will be chock full. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a preview so you can figure out if it's worth your time to come or not. Okay, starting right in the beginning here, we have a pile of old engines. I don't know if you guys remembered last year. By the way, these are selling one each, right? They're not selling them as a lot. Anyway, last year, right around this area, they had a Honda TRX 300 two-wheel drive, and it went for a lot of coin, like $1,500. Here we have a nice hoard of signs, vise, tractor, cabinets, saws.
Black iron pan.
Yeah.
I gotta buy that bumper. I just fucked mine up.
Oops. That happens. So, yeah, I'm basically here for the all-terrain vehicles, and unfortunately, frequently they go for too much money, though occasionally, like what is that, 400 EX plastic and C? Maybe I could get a good deal on that. I gotta keep moving, right? That way you guys will see stuff that interests you. Now, I was just talking to the guy who shared the F-bomb with us, and he indicated that this place has as much stuff in it as last year. They just packed it in tighter. I guess that's good. Just means everybody's going to be standing on top of everyone else. Baja Warrior has to go crazy cheap. I already kind of oversupplied on them now. Oh, Bolins, a Hoard of Bolins. Everybody's into those. Yeah, sometimes you see stuff you don't even quite know what it does for a living. If one is into this stuff, you know, ancient equipment, perhaps you want to build something else out of it, or back to the old motors. Ooh, a whole truck. If you want to create some lawn art, build something in front of the house, it's good. This thing could be handy out by the garden for washing your hands. There you go. Everybody needs one of those. One thing I gotta caution everyone, if you're familiar with auctions, and I'm sure you are if you watch this video, it truly is buyer beware. Try to pay the price that you would from a parts point of view. Because if you, almost everything is broken or messed up in some way that you probably would not expect. As an example, this tractor, right, the front wheels off of it. Well, you can see that, but not necessarily. You can find yourself surprised. I have a couple of these cabinets. They're actually handy. They're a good height and all. Bad thing is when you overload them, they're hard to slide to draw in and out. Old Oliver, gas powered. There you go. Everybody needs one of those. spokesman. Remember, you need those.
Okay, so I do need them. Remembering is going to be the problem.
Oh. Yeah, this thing will probably, this thing will, what is it, Taco, old Tacoma, pre-Tacoma. Yeah, this place will probably be more than full by the time all is said and done. You know, it's weird. You'll see like a mini bike frame like that, and you'd love to buy it for 10 or 15 bucks. And sometimes they go all the way to 100, and then there'll be a Baja Warrior that you're looking at with a motor on it that and tires, and it goes for 75. I really don't understand it. In both cases, the frame is made in China, and some people like that, and some people consider it junk. I think you should just look at it and price your purchase accordingly. So this is the third row. See another Hoard of motors, a little newer generator, a couple of tractors. And now they're loading out more stuff. All right, row 5 was empty. This is row 6. GY6 motor on that. Lockers. I gotta tell you, I got a great deal on these pans. I love them. I love them even if they're dirty and ugly like that. Because when you put something greasy in there, why would it care? Picnic table, upside down. Continuing on row 5 with the trailer. I don't know, a bunch of tenty things, wagons, tables. You have a nice stainless steel table like this, with as solid as it is. You put those pie trays on it, or those oven trays, cooking trays, whatever, on there. You take something apart. Got plenty of room. You know, plexiglass always goes for a lot of money. That's a nice Hoard of plexiglass. Hopefully they sell them as separates. I would buy that pile. Plexiglass is handy just in case you put out a window at home. Muffin trays. Let's get a few, oh, more too. Yeah, hopefully I'll score some of them. They come in real handy. Diamond plate too. Hard to put your hands on a reasonable price. I guess it's made out of aluminum. So if it doesn't sell for enough money, they just scrap it out. Here, let me reposition. Yeah, we're about 30% done. I had one of these generators produce power, a lot of power, no issue with that. But boy, was it a gas-hungry beast and a noisy pig. Oh, yeah. One time we were without power. We got snow in April, so we had no power, and I had it running. I was cooling down the refrigerator and the freezer and all before I went to work, and suddenly I heard a yelp, and the dog yelped and the engine wound down. I'm like, what did the dog do? Go lick the spark plug? I found some guy, I came out through the garage down in the basement, and there was some guy shut it down, and he was trying to load it on his trailer. I mean, my dog was tracking back and forth, like trying to set herself up to do some damage to him, you know. and he was paying attention to her and trying to figure out how to get loaded. So I picked up the fire extinguisher, told him to put the generator down and to stay still. What I was going to do is I was going to spray him in the face with the fire extinguisher and then wonk him over the head. Let the dog have her way with him. She was a shepherd mix. Kind of see the rest of 7. Moving on to 8. Anyway, told him to put the stuff down, and he was telling me the noise was bothering me. I'm like, I don't recognize you. I don't recognize your car. I don't think you're a neighbor. Is that a turbocharger on top? No, it's just air cooled. Anyway, I don't recognize you. I don't recognize your car. You don't live near me. You were just trying to steal my generator. No, I hope you don't think so. I said, I'd call the cops, but I really didn't have a way to do it. Power was out. So I told him to get in his car, and that if I ever saw him again, I would have the cops by. And if he ever hit my dog again, that he was going to have a real problem. He did as he was told. Looking back at it, it was probably stupid because he could have had a gun in his car, and then he would have just got out with the gun and shot me. Gun beats fire extinguisher. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much to be thrilled about. I think this is gas powered. Yeah. I gotta tell you, golf carts go for crazy money here. You can buy them off of Craigslist or eBay or ripmeoff.com, cheaper than you could get them here. They seem to go heavy duty money. Sometimes when there's a bag of parts like that, they go cheap. This thing worked for a living. For $50 I'll own it. Probably gonna go for $300-400. Bunch of office stuff. Nothing better than file cabinets for storing tools. Shelves. We're more than half done at this point. For anybody who wants to pause the video, go get themselves something to drink. RT Cat. Believe it or not, the engine's there. No comment about running or not. Let's see what the ripcord says. It says come back later. Boy, that Articat looks a lot like a Suzuki, doesn't it? Anyway, fear not. Charlie is around. He just had to work today. Unfortunately, he retired and took another job. Not a bad thing. Engine runs good. Tapered shaft. That was a generator. Yeah, I'm kind of full when it comes to generators and motors and stuff like that. All right, wrapping up another row. Red Seal, Hudson Valley, Old Time Power. That must have been one of theirs. You just gotta love a machine like that. So utilitarian, right? It's all engine and transmission. Everything else is so that you can get on it. Okay, at this point we're in the back, kind of covering the last few rows. Once again, the guy said that they're actually they're just about to maximum density. They have more stuff than they had last fall in here, and they're once again almost full to maximum of all time. Boy, that was a bench that somebody had to move with a backhoe. Right? I mean, this is solid metal, 3/4 inch thick. Look at that vise. Yeah, that's when you want to bolt something down to move it around. When I was a kid, there'd be tractors like this with single propeller mower decks on the bottom. LL sale 500. I guess this was a box off an old small truck. Oh, hay inside. Oh, guy probably kept goats in it or whatever. Farm all. Yeah. Some of you guys might have a need for this old farm equipment. Cash registers, transmissions. Well, the rate I go through wheels and tires, I should buy this. Yeah, it seems that I can't remember to jack them up off the ground. So what happens is first they go flat, and then the rim cuts them. All right, next. For folks paying attention at home, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this back stuff. And then I'll come do the next row. What would be cool is if you come to this place, they don't bother you about riding your all-terrain vehicle around. I imagine if you ride it like a jerk, they would bother you, and they'd bother you pretty quickly. But if you just kind of behave yourself and run it up and down the aisles, they don't bother you. You can do that all day long. Airplane tires? They'd be pretty cool. Put together some. Ah! So many of these people I've met over the years. Some remember me. I think the dog remembered me more than that guy did. Horsey stuff. Boy, there's a nice looking old timer. Was it about 130 years ago? That would have been the primary source of power. Kubota sunshade or golf cart roof. A few Kubota accessories there. Plow truck. Title and office. That ups its value. Backhoe loader. Some of these machines did crazy amount of work back in the day. I'm obviously coming on Saturday, but there seems to be not a lot here for me. It's spaced out pretty good. Hopefully the place fills up with all-terrain vehicles. Everybody's out riding them. When I come to the actual sale, maybe I'll look over some of the equipment there in the bushes. That's always fun. Some of it disappeared. There used to be a snow blower attachment or apparatus. I was down right across the border in Mexico one time on business, and there was a car driving around on 3 of those donut tires, and one one regular. It was a Chevette. You guys remember those things? Yeah, I'm this last row. Not too much. Yeah, the back doesn't contain a lot. I mean, I'm trucking along at a pretty good truck, looking mostly at for the bigger items. I gotta tell you guys, if you ever get a chance to get one of those boxes cheap, metal or plastic, they do come in real handy from the point of view you're working with tools, you have that cart near you, you finish up, but you want to come back, you can chuck all the tools into them quick and then move on. There you go. Electric. Yeah, one row after this one and we're done. Trailers, another sunshade, live edge wood. Sometimes these baskets and stuff, if you go through the trouble of looking, you'll get the whole basket for $5, and one item would be worth that and more. A lifeboat from some tragedy. I'm kidding. Snow blowers. Old tire change machine. When you use one of those, you want to pay a lot of attention to where your fingers are all the time. Boat trailer. They must have craned the boat on. I'm hoping they padded these. Even a metal boat, they can find their way through. I know. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things that I can find myself interested in. There you go, Cummings. All right, the last row. For everybody who stuck with me for the whole talk, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't worry, we'll get some video of Charlie on. It's interesting. They must have set that up so their kid could drive it. We'll get some video of Charlie. Here's one of those China bikes. Once again, if it goes cheap enough. Way cheap enough. You guys, some of you really hate the stuff from China. Those pit bikes are just fun to ride around on. You're not winning any races or anything, but they're just fun. Yeah, that's gas. Yummy, right? Easy go. Forklift. I could use one of those, but it'd have to be off-road, or I'd spend all my time digging it out of the buckwheat. Yeah, the bins of tools every once in a while, you'll get a crazy good deal out of. 18-volt Ryobi. It's full. The reciprocating saw, the drill, the circular saw, the flashlight are all useful. You can use the lithium-ion 18-volt battery in it. But I've picked up a huge hoard of them recently. Well, this wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and once again, particularly, wow, I just got one of these. Yeah, my buddy Kevin Bergeron got it for me. I got to catch up with him. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. For anybody who sees me up at the auction, say hello without making me jump out of my skin, please. You're welcome to say hello, but just don't scare me, and all will be good. Once again, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. Feet down, heads up, get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.